Hey everybody, Mississippi Diana again, and I'm coming at you today to do a rant. I really don't like to do rants because I like people to think I have a good disposition, but I'm manic today. My husband and I got married in 2004 after a 3-year courtship. We lived together in Almond, Jordan. We got married there. That was where our problem began. We got an English translation in the American Embassy of our marriage license so that he could apply for an immigration visa. We used that translation for him to also apply for his American citizenship. But they wouldn't take the translation to change my last name on my Social Security card or get my driver's license. So I've been having trouble for ages trying to get a translation from Arabic into English that they would accept. First I went to the Driver's License Bureau. I take the English translation that they'd give us at the embassy, and they said, we can't take that because that was not done here in the United States, that was done overseas. But if they change it on your Social Security card, then we can change it here. So I go over to the Social Security office. They look at everything. They say, well, we can't take this copy. We would have to have one done here in the United States. But if the Driver's License Bureau changes it, then we'll change it. So everybody keeps passing the buck back and forth. This goes on for ages and ages. Finally, the Social Security office says, well, we'll take a photocopy of the original Arabic marriage license and send it off and get a translation. Well, it took 6 months to do that. The day that we were there, they took all of our information, filled out all the paperwork, made copies of passports and visas and driver's license and everything. So that they said, well, the card will come to you in the mail. You don't have to worry about coming back. 6 months later, we get a call. Well, you'll have to come in and finish filling out the paperwork. We drive 30 miles in. And they said, make sure to bring your passport and your driver's license. I said, well, you made a copy of those last time. Well, no, we didn't make a copy. We get in there, and as soon as she starts thumbing through the papers, there's the paper with the photocopy of the passport and the driver's license, and all the paperwork had already been filled out and signed. So we made a 30-mile trip for nothing. But at least it had been done. And then we're told that within 2 weeks we'll get my Social Security card with my name that's been my last name since 2004. Finally get it on my Social Security card. So I had went, prior to that, back to the Driver's License Bureau, trying again to get them to accept the original translation. The girl had filled out all the paperwork. She even, the one who processed it, filled out the whole paperwork for me and even wrote down in a little section down there that she had personally seen both the Arabic and the English translation, and had made a copy of it, and as soon as the Social Security office changed it, they'd be glad to reissue me another driver's license with the correct last name. Well, I get up today, done my best to pull my 52-year ass together to look decent for a 4-year picture. I get in there. The lady who had filled out the paperwork was at one desk, but another lady called me up And I gave her the paperwork and told them everything that was told to me, that all they would have to do was look into the computer and see that that the Social Security number had been changed with this last name, la da da la da 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 la, what I'd already been told. The girl was sitting right there listening to what I had to say, and this girl said, well, I didn't see it, so therefore I can't accept this unless I see the paperwork. She could have handed the paperwork on to the next desk, but did she do that? No. She said I would have to come back with the original copies that I've taken in there 3 times already to show them, just to get a duplicate driver's license. Now, if the United States government would have accepted that Arabic to English translation that was done in the American embassy, if they would have accepted that, for my husband to have gotten an immigration visa and come into the United States, as tough as they are to get into the United States, and also use that for him to get his American citizenship, what's wrong with the driver's licenses in the Social Security office? I mean, wow. I mean, what is this? So, I came out of there very, very manic, very, very upset. My poor husband was afraid to even breathe all the way home because I was so upset. So, I just had to rant and tell everybody about it. It just had upset me so bad. I need help out. And again, there's a lady who was commenting on my video about how this county were harassing us and would not accept my husband's blood. And she kept coming back with smart comments every time I would say something. She said, well, that this county was not harassing me, that it was the law. It was a federal law that they could not accept blood from people who come from out of the country. Well, I checked to find out. I want to know for sure because I'd never been told that. She said she knew for a fact because her husband came from Brazil and he was not allowed to give blood. So I found out that anyone who lived in a country that had the threat of malaria were not allowed to give blood. Didn't mean you ever had to have malaria because the mosquito carrying malaria could have bitten you and put it into your bloodstream, and therefore it would be in your blood dormant and they cannot give blood. Well, Brazil is in that list of countries that have malaria. My husband has never even pissed in a country that had malaria. The country he was born in and the country he went to school in were on the list of countries that could donate blood in the United States of America. So this is for you, sweetheart. I'm Manic today. Signing off. Dinah Salami.